to another episode of T-Sports Texas High School Football. Let's jump right into it. So last week, I didn't get a chance to drop a podcast, but I wanted to share my thoughts on the Duncanville versus Waxahachie game. Well, it was a huge upset for Duncanville, and I'm sure everyone's interested in the outcome. A lot went on in that game, so let me just go through some of my thoughts. So the first thought is that the first half, Duncanville pretty much dominated in my opinion. They actually let their foot off the gas during the second half. So since it was their first game coming back from pretty much like a bye or what you would call an off week where they didn't play the week before prior to the Waxahachie game, there seemed to be a lot of rust built up in that game. In fact, you can tell by there's some injuries that occurred at some of the players, and to me, it's a result of the player's body not being like game ready. So that was the first thing I wanted to mention. The second thing is that during the first half of the game, Duncanville had a pretty good lead, and it seemed like they actually took their foot off the gas in the second half. There's one part where the quarterback of Duncanville did get a little banged up, and he stayed in the game, but it seemed like his performance actually diminished throughout the game. So I'm not sure if it was related to some injuries or if he just wasn't having a good game in the second half. So that actually allowed Waxahachie to pretty much get back into the game. Waxahachie actually did play some smart football. What I noticed was that instead of going for it every fourth down, they had no problems punting it back to Duncanville. And I think that really helped them really get back into the game. It made Duncanville have to overcome like a deep field position. They were pretty much playing this field position game throughout the game. So offensively, during the second half, Duncanville wasn't having too much success on offense. So as Waxahachie keep punting the ball back to Duncanville and later getting it back, at some point, Waxahachie started having some breakthroughs offensively and clawing themselves back into the game. I think that really helped Waxahachie pretty much get back into the game. It seemed like Duncanville coach realized that they were having some struggles offensively, so they made a change at the quarterback position during the last or the second to last series, and that actually helped. So the new quarterback, the backup quarterback, started moving the ball down the field until they got to around like the 40-yard line. And I remember it was like around 3rd and 2. And instead of like running the ball, they actually threw a deep pass into the end zone to Trenton Yancey. And it was a little overthrown, so he wasn't able to catch it. So now it's like 4th and 2. And what they tried to do then was actually run the ball. And they ran the ball with the smallest guy on the offense. And that's Ace Diaz. And it's all over the internet. So he tried to run a sweep and pretty much got lit up. And so I didn't quite understand that play. I know Ace Diaz is fast, but he's one of the smallest guys on offense, and it was a 4th down play, and it just didn't work out well. So there's a few reasons why Duncanville actually lost the game. One is that they took their foot off the gas in the second half, and also some questionable gameplay for me in the second half, where they put in the backup quarterback a little too late, and also that 3rd and 4th down play, to me it just wasn't the right call. Even though Waxahachie won, it was an easily winnable game for Duncanville. So I don't think as a Duncanville fan I'm too worried about the result. To me, it's like a wake-up call. They have a lot of new players who may not have that championship experience and have been in those championship caliber type games as previous Duncanville teams. So they need to really find their own identity. So I believe it's a good loss for Duncanville because it shows that they really need to work a little bit harder and be a little bit more focused so that they can pull through those tougher games that's definitely ahead. So defensively, they're pretty much solid. I mean, to be honest, I think they played fairly decent defensively. Offensively, they need to work on a few things. That was my Duncanville versus Waxahachie recap that I meant to release earlier. Now let's get into the Skyline game. We know Skyline is not really a strong team this year, so I think this game was more of just a game that they just had to get through. It was a blowout, so the score was 50-3. And next 2 weeks, Duncanville play DeSoto, so they definitely have to get ready for that game. That's a huge game. It's a real rivalry game, and DeSoto did improve the last couple games. So it's going to be a tough game for Duncanville, as usual. The fans are going to come out. It's actually going to be a game of the week, so definitely looking forward to that game. It's going to be real challenging with all the woes that Duncanville really had in the last few games, but I think they can pull it through. It's going to be a close game, but I do believe that Duncanville should be able to get past DeSoto. But definitely it's DeSoto, so they're not going to make it easy for sure for Duncanville. But I'm still going to be rooting for Duncanville. I'm going to get to the game a little early because I know it's going to be packed. Lines are going to be long. So definitely it's going to be one of those games for the masses. It's going to be one of those games that everyone across the nation, not just Texas, is going to be looking forward to. So there you have it. Let's see. Thanks again for joining another episode of T-Sports Texas High School Football. Don't forget to like and subscribe.